right. Hey guys. So several of you got in touch with me today and said that you had a couple questions. And so I figured that it would just probably be helpful for a bunch of us if I just went ahead and did like an accompanying conversation with you guys about this. If you still have some lingering questions after this, please always get in touch with me, okay? All right. So this is what I know for sure as of right now. This is the most up-to-date information we have from College Board, okay? The AP Human Geography exam is going to be Tuesday, May 12th, and it's going to be at 4 p.m. All right, guys, that is for everybody in the world at that time, okay? More on that later. All right, so here's the deal. You guys should have gotten an email from the College Board in the email that you used to sign up for the College Board. Now, here's the thing. Usually the kids will have to have access to that. So that's why that green tab might not help that much. However, the green tab will allow you to log into the College Board. Then if you go to your profile in the settings, you can actually see the email that you used to register. Now, what if the email's not there? Guys, what we've been told is check your junk or your spam folders, and it might be in there. It's coming from College Board, okay? If you didn't get one, more on that in a little bit, okay? But guys, it is really important that you get that email situation figured out because the exam is not going to be given in that My College board thing. It's not going to be in that classroom situation where, I have it open for you guys to go in and go through the multiple choice practice questions, even look at the FRQ questions. I haven't assigned anything, but everything's open for you guys to be using. But the point is, the College Board in their infinite wisdom, guys, and I'm so sorry, welcome to the most frustrating organization in the world, the College Board. They are not going to be given the exam in that platform that you registered for. They're going to be sending you a separate email at that email address that you registered with. Okay, and that link is going to be sent to you prior to the exam, and that link is going to send you to the platform that you're going to use in a web browser to take your AP exam. Okay, now each student's going to have a separate email link that is going to be secured, and guys, it's going to be monitored by the College Board during exam testing. Okay, this is one of those situations where you guys do not need to get caught cheating. They are tripping out on this whole cheating thing. Like they've got all kinds of plagiarism tools in place. This is the same organization that you have to get your SAT and your AP scores and your ACT scores from. And if they flag you as someone who cheated, then they're going to basically ruin your entire academic future. And they're going to tell every school that you apply for that you're a cheater and they should not let you in. So the whole point is, and they've even threatened litigation, like pressing charges and stuff. The whole point is they're going to be using like plagiarism software. And this exam, guys, is not going to be something that's Googleable. Okay. You can't just give it a Goog and answer your AP exam. Okay. All right. So when does the show start? Remember, guys, this is Tuesday. It is May 12th, okay? So we're backing it up from Cinco de Mayo, and it's going to be at 4 p.m. Notice that we are the Eastern time zone, all right? So your little friends in California are going to be taking it at 1. Your friends in Hawaii are going to be taking it at 10 a.m. Now, guys, yours is not bad, and we are not going to fuss at all because if you're like an international student taking this, this is the day we're giving it, and it might be 3 a.m. where you live, and you have to get up and write at 3 a.m. Yes. Okay, so let's assume all of this is going to go well and everybody's going to be able to log into this site and it's going to go great. Okay, positivity is going to happen, guys. All right, be sure to log in early. Remember, guys, everybody's getting a personalized link. This is going to be Lexi Adelano. This is going to be your link, which is going to be different than, gosh, who else is taking this test? Eddie. It's going to be a different link than what Eddie's going to get, okay? All right, get a good seat. So the College Board's going to send the link to your email. Remember which email this is that they're using is the one that you registered with whenever we signed you into College Board, okay? Upperclassmen, this is going to be the one you guys use for your SAT, all that kind of jazz, okay? Be sure to log in about 30 minutes before the exam, okay? They're actually going to, more clarification on that's coming, so I'll have more information on that for you guys. Okay, so what the ticket you need to get into the show. All right, so you guys need to make sure you have internet and Wi-Fi. I did not hear back from anybody that Wi-Fi or internet's a problem, okay? I really don't want you guys doing this on your phone, but if it's a last resort and it's the only thing you got, you can do that. A tablet or a laptop. So like your Dell, it's going to be fine. I don't know where I'm taking up Dell, so I hope you guys still have them. You definitely need to go to a quiet place. I know I'm struggling with that. I'm actually recording this right now while my husband is on the bicycle. So he's in the garage riding his bicycle and I'm in the house, so I can actually do this right now. All right, and you guys need access to your email that you're going to get from the College Board, okay? All right. Moving on. Now, guys, the College Board really does want you to do well. And they did not have to promise to give AP exams this year. They could have easily just, said, okay, we'll just, do this later or just, cancel it this year. But like most people, they're actually trying. So with that in mind, guys, you've got to be prepared to write the 45-minute FRQs. Yes, I know you're going to be so upset. I was too. Yeah, there absolutely is no multiple choice this year. The reason for that is plagiarism, cheating, that kind of thing. It just would have been way too easy. For this, at least nobody has to download a lockdown browser or anything. Okay, it's just going to be an active internet link. Okay, so that's why. All right, so you may use materials though, but the thing is with that, guys, you only have 45 minutes for this entire flipping exam. That is like half a class period. Woo! The more time you spend looking something up, the less time you have to write. However, if you are organized and you know where all your stuff is in your notebook, organization's helpful. So with vocabulary, just saying. Okay. Googling, being able to Google something for information is going to be impossible. Okay. So don't expect to be able to get onto the Google and look for something that's going to be able to help you guys. Okay. That's not what's going to happen. More in a second, but it's not going to be like definitions. Okay. You're going to have to apply it to something. Okay. So don't Google it. Next up, the College Board had stated it is absolutely possible to make a 5 on this exam and not finish. Okay, I need all of my super hyper vigilant nerds to listen and listen well. You can absolutely make a 5 and not get finished. Okay, but you got to upload stuff. Okay, but make sure you're aware of time. Okay, what I would encourage, and one of the questions I got today was about this. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. I would absolutely not encourage you to write this on a separate sheet of paper and upload it. Reason being is I've seen most of your handwriting and it's pretty freaking terrible. The other thing is I don't know that you guys are going to be able to write that quickly. We take notes in my class. I know how fast you write. I think your hand's going to cramp up too. So what I would do is I would have a split screen on my computer. So with my Dell, I would have, one screen open where I have the personalized link that the College Board sent me. And in the other link, I would maybe pull up, or in the other screen, I would pull up like a Google document, or maybe have Windows Word open and type your response into that and copy and paste it into the College Board link, the website they're going to give you. Does that make sense? Because that way, you won't accidentally submit it and you're not ready. The other thing is there's going to be a timer. That's why I think you should do a split screen. Okay. If you have a question about that, let me know. I'm not sure if I did a good job explaining that. I probably should be able to show you guys this. All right. So let me tell you guys about the exam structure. Okay. I'm going to let you guys look at that for just a second. Let me get a drink. Okay. So here's the deal. You guys are going to do 2 FRQs. And guys, basically what FRQs are for you guys is answering a question. I'm going to show you. It's super easy. We don't even have to freak out about this. However, like the AP history students are absolutely freaking out. My psych kids, I don't think they are. It's going to be pretty easy too. So we're good. All right, question number 1. You guys are going to get 2 stimuli. Guys, that could be a map. That could be a picture. That could be anything, okay? You're going to get 2 of those. They're going to give you like 4 questions, and you're going to have 25 minutes to answer it, okay? After 25 minutes, you're going to get 5 minutes to upload your answer, all right? Then they're going to prompt you right into the second question, okay? And with the second question, if you notice, it's going to be 1 stimulus in 15 minutes. Well, obviously with 2 stimuli in 25 minutes, if you guys look at scoring, the first question is going to be 55% of your overall score. And question number 2 is going to be 45% of your overall score, okay? So with that said, which one do you need to spend more time on? Obviously, number 1, they're going to cut you off, okay? Once again, you get 5-minute upload time after those, okay? So it's really going to be like 30 and 20, okay? All right. Open notes, yes. But the group that I work with or that I've kind of been working with and getting some information from is iScore. They're the ones that do that app that I've had on your Google document that I've actually been using it too to kind of help me to get ready for Unit 3. They say don't use stuff because with such a limited time, you've really got to make sure that you get your ideas out there. And the questions are not designed for you guys to be able to search them very quickly. But it's one of those things. If you are going to sink or swim, have your notebook right there with you. I would not rely on Google though. Are you guys listening to me? But do not rely on the Goog. All right. So here's a formula for the stimulus question. So question number 1 is going to have 2 of those. It could be data. You guys know we have looked at data a good bit. Images, maps. Question 2 is going to have 1 of those. Only analyze what's in front of you guys. Okay. So this is getting into the helpful tips. Analyze what's in front of you. Don't make stuff up that's not there. Okay. Try not to see something that's not there. Don't make stuff up. Okay. Do not simply restate the data. Do not say, it looks like in 1965, they decided that the baby boomer generation was over because they stopped having so many babies. Guys, anybody that reads a graph can see that. Okay. You got to infer something from that. All right. So what's going to be on the exam? Well, guys, we usually have 7 units to get through. Yeah, that's right, 7. We're starting 3. But 5 units are going to be on there. So that's like much better and much more doable for us. That's why I need you guys to stick with me through unit 3, okay? All right. What you guys are going to have to do is, with these questions, you're going to be working with 3 verbs: describe, explain, and compare. Identify is not on there, nor is define. Why? That's right. So you can't give it a goog. Okay. Both FRQs are going to take an authentic geographic situation or scenario, and they're going to assess your ability to describe, explain, and compare. So, like applying geographic concepts, processes, models. Oh, think about models. So, guys, what I keep hearing on my Facebook groups is they think that one of the FRQs you guys are going to be dealing with, the teachers have a little bet going that it's going to be the epidemiological transition model. I would be absolutely okay with that, wouldn't you guys? Yes, Ms. Guilford, because we've been over that. What about the DTM? Is that a model? Yes, it absolutely is. Okay, so a variety of things. All right, this is an image from the College Board. It tells you a little bit more of a breakdown on what's actually going to happen. So, like, if you guys will look over here, this one is going to be an authentic geographic situation. Da, 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 da. All right, 2 stimuli. Fewer tasks than a traditional FRQ. So usually, guys, in a traditional FRQ, it's A to G. So that's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So that's 7. You guys, I think they're thinking about 4 tasks, 4 to 5 tasks you're going to have to do in that 25 minutes. Okay, so like that's like questions you're going to have to answer. You will not be granted points for just basic definitions. You have to answer the question. Okay, I'm going to show you some examples. All right, and then over here in question number 2, it is 1 stimulus, much fewer tasks. We're thinking maybe 3 questions on that one that you're going to have to do. So that would be pacing you out at about 5 minutes a question. Okay. All right. Don't forget, you guys can always go back and look at this a little bit closer. All right. So the exam verbs you guys are going to be using. All right. Describe. What do they mean by describe? So describe questions ask students to provide relevant characteristics of a specific topic. So one of the things they say everybody has a problem with is like understanding what the verbs actually mean. What is describe? Guys, describe, think about characteristics. Think about the characteristics of our classroom. Oh, I miss it so much. It was so bright, with lamps. It was so colorful. It was so homey. It had a rug. It could be quiet in some situations. Oh, I miss it so much. Okay. So that's like specifics. Be specific. Be specific. Okay. Next up, explain. All right, so explain questions. They need you guys to give information about a relationship, about a process, about something that's going on, okay? Don't state the obvious, explain it. How would you explain this to, a 5-year-old? All right, explain means to give an answer and then use because. Please, 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 please use the word because. It is this way because. That's a really crappy sentence. Don't do that. All right, explain shows cause and effect. Think about the DTM model. Because women are more educated, they don't have as many babies. Okay. Explain is to write the answer to the prompt. Answer the question. Okay. This means you should use a noun. Okay. You're going to use a noun and explain. So give the term, give the situation, give the fact. Okay. Now, one of the things they also think that could pop up there is explain the degree to which. Oh, that's on there twice. I should probably edit that down, shouldn't I? No, that one says they're 2 different things. Boom. Different contexts of regions of the world and across various geographic scales. Okay, so explain to the degree to which, and you guys are going to deal with this prompt, like this phrasing, the degree to which, and in your history prompts. So what this means is how much, why this much, why is it this way, how much is this way, to what extent. That kind of thing, okay? All right, another one you might see is compare. We're not quite sure. Compare would be a description or explanation of similarities and or differences. Okay, compare means you'll have 2 separate lists to write about. So maybe it might be a map of road maps and comparing 2 different regions. It means there could be 2 or more items to compare with the prompt. Describe and explain. And did you notice that the 2 task verbs, describe and explain the definition? All right, this means you must describe or explain the differences or similarities. All right, make yourself a little note. Okay, be prepared to compare both the differences and similarities. The bottom line is that to explain and compare must have two parts to get the point, okay? So you must have two separate items to compare, not two options, but two things to compare. How much is Zimbabwe like Norway? Okay, let's do a little practice. So you're frustrated. Has anybody been frustrated lately? I've been so frustrated today. I actually went and vented to my husband for about 15 minutes today. I got so frustrated. Okay, explain what made you frustrated. The dog. Oh my gosh. I love my dog and I love my neighborhood, my little house. But y'all, I have these terrible neighbors behind me and they have these dogs and they never take them inside. I'm surprised you guys can't hear them right now. I had to check the mic level because they're always barking and I can hear them all the time. I have to sit in my house. Y'all, I have to sit in my house and I have to put on noise canceling headphones. It's so terrible. I pay to live here. Okay, do you understand why I'm frustrated? Okay, that's explaining. I gave you reasons, right? Describe the level of frustration. Okay, my level of frustration today is out of control because it's a Tuesday. I do not do Tuesdays. I was okay yesterday. Didn't get nearly as frustrated, but today it's been intensified. I don't know what's going on, but it's a lot worse than it was yesterday. Okay? Compare your level of frustration at a different time and place in your life. Y'all, I'll be serious with this online learning. I ain't been this stressed in forever since I started teaching. I am so blessed to be your teacher and I am loving this, but who decided to teach a new class and then go on quarantine? This is kicking my tail. You guys know I'd have so much more for you if I was in APUSH. Oh, I'm so frustrated. Why does nobody put good stuff out there like this? I had to create this. Do you guys know how long this took me? This took me forever. Okay. Do you get the verbs? Did I do okay? All right. I'm okay, I promise, guys. I'm really doing okay. Percy's gotten real quiet. He's sitting over here. He's sleeping. I'm surprised you guys haven't heard him. Okay, let's do a little bit of review with scale. They're pretty sure that there's going to be a scale question. Okay, so what is the scale of this map? What is the scale we're looking at here? Okay, guys, the scale of this that we're looking at, just what I'm circling with the mouse, is a global scale. Okay, it's global. We're looking at the globe, right? Yes. Okay, but now let's look over here at how the data is processed. And then we see how it is expressed on the projection. Okay, with obvious distortions. Look how big Greenland is. Okay, so what this is, the picture is global. However, the description of the data is by country level. Does everybody see that? So this whole picture is global, but the actual data being processed is by country. Yeah, Canada. What up? Okay, but let's look down here. This one is by national level. Very good. But the data is processed by state level. Good job, guys. I can hear you. Okay, so one of the changing scales of analysis and FRQs. So take a look at this. What this means is that you should be able to recognize and respond to a change of scale within a question. So they might ask you to compare population density global versus the Far East, South Asia. Does that make sense? Or compare global population density with the Western Hemisphere. Okay? All right, it's important to understand that it's likely you will not be prompted to change scales in the questions, but you're probably going to need to do it, especially if you're comparing. Does that make sense? It might not flat out say to do it, but you need to do it, guys. Okay? All right, so therefore, you got to be ready to recognize the shift in scale. Make sure you're processing this stuff pretty good, guys, that you're looking at the map and taking it all in. Please, please, please read the title first. Read the title first. All right, so this was a question on the AP exam a couple years ago, and I was actually listening to a webinar, and the main guy that put this thing together was talking about it because this was his question he wrote, and the kids just butchered it. He thought it was a really easy question, and actually this is what we're leading into in this unit. Terms in popular culture. Okay, so let's talk about how you answer the question that's in front of you, not the question you want to. So terms in popular culture, we've got decades. We've got from the 40s, the 60s, the 80s, the 2000s, and the 2010s. So the terms like cool, groovy, rad, newbie, selfie. The meanings. Yeah, newbie. All right. Popular culture often spreads through a combination of different types of diffusion. We did diffusion. Check unit 1. Check unit 1. Okay, describe. Ooh, do you remember how I described why I was so frustrated? That means give reasons and characteristics. Okay, so describe how terms Terms, what terms? Ooh, terms, such as those in the table, diffuse spatially through each of the following processes. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. The way that most of these folks answered this on the AP exam that year was they defined the terms correctly. Like they were able to give a really good definition of what relocation diffusion is. But then what they did was they didn't answer the question. What is the question asking? It's asking to describe how the terms cool, groovy, rad, newbie, and selfie moved or diffused through this process. They needed to know what the process, how it happened. Relocation, guys, groovy started in California. How did it end up in the South? Somebody moved. It happens, okay? Contagious, TV, movies. That's how a lot of this stuff got started, vernacular. Think about all those stupid words you guys use and say. Like, oh my God, Mitchell Gill and no cap. He been talking about no cap all year, guys, and now he ain't got one because the seniors, ugh, God bless. I'm so sorry I said that. Okay, that kind of thing. Do not see a question that you want to and answer that. You need to answer the question they give you. All right? Okay, so some stereotypes and FRQs. Guys, these folks that grade this are like college professors and like super woke individuals that are AP teachers. So like, don't use FRQs in your in your answers. Do not be cruel. Don't say Africa is super poor. All Africans are poor and nobody goes to school. Poor women are stupid and have lots of babies because they didn't go to school. Okay, those are wrong. You guys need to explain the process. What are you talking about? You guys know there are millionaires and billionaires living in Africa. There are beautiful, gorgeous, advanced cities and peoples in Africa. Okay, do not do stereotypes. Okay, they're not even showing that you know anything geographically. Okay, all right. Let's look over here. Don't do this stuff either. Don't use like always and a bunch, never and always. Avoid things, stuff. Please do not put, you know what I mean, even though I say it all the time in class. Okay. All right. Some tips. Use good geographic vocabulary. Think about when we talked about like dispersal, cluster, that kind of thing. There's some example words. We didn't get to a lot of those. I'm sorry. Okay. Always write in sentence form. Never answer in bullets. Okay. Pay more attention. More is usually more. You need to write a good bit. Pay attention to verbs. Label the questions. So like you're going to have question 1, part A. Make sure when you're writing out your answer, you put A and then answer it. Skip at least a line, maybe 2, and then put B and answer your question. Skip 2 lines. C, answer your questions. Okay. You might want to practice some typing timing of yourself. You guys all have cell phones. You guys all have laptops. So like try to time yourself typing. I'm really worried that maybe we don't do so much academic typing that maybe you're going to get frustrated with the typing component on your computer. So try to start practicing. Okay. I know it sounds super silly, but you guys, you have to do this. We would be doing this in class if I was with you. Like that would have been a bell work assignment. Get out your laptops and, write a biography about yourself in 5 minutes. Go. Okay, you guys, this is really good, but for some of you guys that have anxiety, it's not going to be so great. There is a clock that's going to be counting down the screen to show you how much time you have left. The good news is if the timer gives you anxiety, you can always like hide it and then bring it back out. Okay, because nobody wants to create a non-conducive testing environment. Okay, so I've told you guys about this app. It's really great. I'm just saying it's $2.99. What they're doing with the money, it's a whole bunch of teachers. They're actually giving it to Feed America, so they're supporting food banks. So none of them are even making any money off of it, but they have to pay for the space, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, they're taking all the money. They're giving it back to charity to feed people. So I feel okay by telling you guys about this. In fact, this group is doing a free webinar for students. So they're going to walk you through the AP exam. And these are people that have been teaching this class since the beginning of the 90s, guys. Like they are the gurus of this. They're going to be doing a webinar for students May 6th. Okay. I'll be sure to communicate with you guys. And it's going to become I-Score Live. Kind of excited about it. Okay. So let's look at the AP exam schedule. I included the entire thing for everybody. Okay. But the one I need you guys to look at is here's our arrow. You guys look, here is Tuesday, May 12th, and here we are at 4 p.m. Human Geography. Unfortunately, the calculus students, Dowd, looking at you, Lexi, their calc exam is going to be 2 hours prior to their Human Geography exam, okay? And you guys see when the rest of these bad boys are. I'm not sure if anybody else has shared this with you guys. My site kids, y'all, we're going to be doing this on Tuesday, May 19th, and it's going to be at 2. So that's not too bad. I'm not worried about that one. You guys are going to be fine. Okay, let's say that something happens and the whole thing startles out and you like it crashes, you don't get your link. Guys, there's going to be a makeup exam. And if that happens, let us know and we'll communicate that time with you. Okay. All right. If you guys have any questions, holler at me. I did want to tell you one more thing, that Ms. Thompson is back. She has come back from maternity leave. So she is active. She is at the house. She is taking care of all the babies of the world and also doing her AP coordinator job. So you can always send her a message on Schoology. Her name's Emily Thompson. And then this is actually linked, so you guys can click it there, boom, and send her an email. Okay, we got this. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Yes, I'm going to put up some practice. Okay. Yes, in the meantime, I'm going to be putting up more stuff to try to get us ahead. And yes, I'm still working on chapter 3. Okay. Love you. Bye. Sorry this was so long.